December 11, 1964. A South Central Los Angeles motel. A woman's scream pierces the silence. Seconds later, bang! A single gunshot rips through the night. A man lies dead, bloodied, half-dressed, face down on cold tile. That man, Sam Cooke. Soul pioneer, civil rights icon, a man who owned his music, defied the system, and dared to rewrite the rules of black power in America. The official story says it was a violent outburst, self-defense, a closed case. But if you believe that, you're only scratching the surface. Because what if Sam Cooke's death wasn't an accident or a misunderstanding? What if it was a calculated execution, a message from the very industry he refused to bow to? Let's uncover the chilling details the world buried and the heartbreak it left behind. Born in Clarksdale, Mississippi in 1931, Sam Cooke's life began in the heart of racial segregation. One of 8 children, he was raised in Chicago, where his father, a Baptist minister, nurtured his deep gospel roots. By 15, he was singing with the Highway QCs. By 19, he joined the Soul Stirrers, a legendary gospel group, and quickly became their breakout star. But Sam wasn't content in the church pews. He had bigger dreams and a voice that could break barriers. In 1957, he released Lovable under a fake name, testing the waters in secular music without angering gospel purists. Soon after, he dropped You Send Me and changed history. The song shot to number 1, not on the R&B charts, the mainstream pop charts. This was unheard of for a black artist at the time. It wasn't just a hit, it was a cultural earthquake. Sam Cooke had arrived, and he wasn't just singing, he was disrupting. He was making every young black listener believe that maybe, just maybe, they could break through too. Unlike most artists of his era, Sam didn't settle for scraps. He wanted the whole pie. He founded SAR Records and his own publishing company. He owned his master recordings. He retained rights. He empowered young black artists and gave them a platform. People like Bobby Womack, Johnny Taylor, and the Valentinos. This wasn't just business. It was rebellion. Cooke understood power in music meant controlling your catalog. While other artists were exploited, Sam was building generational wealth. He was showing other black musicians a blueprint, how to escape industry chains. That made him dangerous. He wasn't just performing in the spotlight, he was pulling the strings behind the curtain. And some people didn't like that. He wasn't just singing songs, he was threatening a system. Sam wasn't just making hits, he was funding the movement. He quietly supported civil rights leaders, bankrolled protests, and used his platform to inspire black empowerment. Then came the moment that changed him forever. In 1963, Sam and his entourage were denied a room at a Holiday Inn in Louisiana simply because of their race. Enraged and humiliated, Sam started writing a song that would become immortal. A change is gonna come. It was haunting, unlike anything he'd ever released. A soul anthem that transcended music. It became the heartbeat of a movement. And the eerie part, it sounded like a farewell. That song didn't just make people weep, it meant something. It came from a place of pain, of hope, of centuries of oppression carried in one man's voice. By the end of 1964, Sam Cooke was on the verge of something big, bigger than music. He was expanding into film, television, and international markets. He was in talks with investors to create a black-owned entertainment conglomerate. He was negotiating his biggest publishing deal yet. But powerful forces were watching. Whispers followed him about surveillance, about sabotage, about people in high places trying to reel him in. Behind the scenes, some say Sam had begun stepping on dangerous toes, labeled XX. mob-connected managers, and music business gatekeepers who stood to lose if he gained more power. It was as if the higher he climbed, the more enemies he made. Some feared what he represented, a black man who couldn't be controlled. Then came the fateful night. December 11, 1964, Sam meets a young woman, Elisa Boyer, at a Hollywood club. They later go to the Hacienda Motel. What happens next is shrouded in confusion and contradictions. Boyer claims Cooke tried to assault her, so she fled with his clothes and called the police from a nearby phone booth. Sam, supposedly enraged, went looking for her, barefoot and half naked, only to barge into the motel office, where manager Bertha Franklin shot him 3 times in self-defense. That's the official story. But let's dissect the holes. Why did Boyer take his clothes and wallet? Why did Sam have a shattered hand and bruises, suggesting a struggle before entering the office? Why did Boyer's testimony change in multiple versions? Why did both women vanish from the media spotlight afterward? And perhaps most chillingly, why was the investigation closed in less than a week without deeper questioning? Sam's family, friends, and colleagues didn't buy it. His wife Barbara, his manager Alan claimed, even Muhammad Ali said, Sam didn't die like they said he did. It was a death that didn't just hurt, it devastated. His daughter never got to grow up with her father. His community lost its brightest beacon. So what really happened? Theory 1, the setup. Was Boyer planted to lure Sam into a trap? Some believe she was working with someone else, possibly someone tied to industry rivals or organized crime. Theory 2, the publishing deal. Sam was on the verge of a massive publishing contract that would have shifted power toward black artists. That deal never materialized after his death. Instead, his catalog was quickly sold off by his business manager, and others profited. Theory 3, industry hit job. Cooke had too much control, too much independence. Some believed he was marked for removal by people who couldn't afford a revolutionary like him reshaping the industry from the inside. Theory 4, mob involvement. Music and organized crime had deep ties in the 60s. Was Sam's rising influence a threat to their grip on artists and royalties? None of these theories was seriously investigated, but each paints a darker picture than the one we were told. And through it all, the people who loved him were left without answers, left only with heartbreak. Sam Cooke's funeral drew over 200,000 mourners. His voice went silent, but his impact only grew louder. His catalog lived on. A Change Is Gonna Come became an anthem of the civil rights movement. Generations of artists, Aretha, Otis Redding, Marvin Gaye, walked paths he paved. But his death, still shrouded in fog, still unexplored, still suspicious. There was no trial, no second investigation, just a file marked justified homicide. History moved on, but the people never truly healed. His mother wept. His daughter grew up hearing stories about a father she barely knew. His fans lit candles for a soul that still echoes. Sam Cooke didn't just make music, he made waves. And waves threatened ships built on control, exploitation, and silence. His voice sang of freedom, his actions molded independence. His murder silenced both. But if we keep asking questions, we keep his echo alive. Subscribe to Echoed, because these stories aren't just history, they are much more.